You have entered the realm of dead air. For the next 2 hours, you will be transported into the world of the strange and the supernatural. You might not feel the need to cleanse your laptops or mobile devices afterwards. But it might not be a bad idea.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dead Air. It's Sunday night, and we're super excited to bring you the world's greatest game show, Paranormal Game Night. So, without further ado, I'd like to go ahead and introduce our contestants. Sorry for the barking dog. First contestants, Ken DaCosta and George Lopez for our first team.
Hey.
The answer is, what the hell is going on?
The answer is, apparently someone's outside my door, and the dog is losing his mind.
Ooh.
So,
Could be a shadow man.
I might have to put it on mute and go shut the blinds, I think what's happening. But nice to have you guys here. Don't know how I'm running this. Yeah, let me put this on mute, guys. I'm so sorry. Hang on a sec.
Mute away, mute away, mute away. I have no idea what this is. I've been dealing all day with my my niece, my god niece came down to visit and or came up from Pompano and brought her 3 kids along, which was equivalent to a nuclear blast. I just don't have the strength anymore. But it was nice to see them. It was wonderful. Anyway, are you back? Okay.
I'm back. I'm really sorry.
Bring
welcome. I'm excited.
Bring on our opponents.
Your opponents are, we've got the old school crew on the TV now on the screen, and now we're bringing in the new school crew, Cody and Satori.
Boo! See, in fear they. Oh, damn it! I thought we won by default.
Props to the organ player. Beautiful.
Dawn's doing the organ in the background.
Wow.
She's really good at it.
Keyboard.
Really good at it. It's nice to see everybody.
Good to see you too.
We're ready.
Everybody in the chat too. Thank you guys for joining us in the chat. You can play at home, play along at home, but just don't put any answers up until we have completed the questions.
Right.
Correct. Yep. And we're going to start tonight. We've got a couple games for you. So the first one we're starting with tonight is going to be Paranormal Password.
Ooh.
The hell is that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
She's like, I'm just here because they asked me to be.
No, it's one of those things where normally your dog is perfectly, and you guys have met Bean, well behaved, and now he's like going to murder whoever's standing outside the condo. So he's throwing me off a little bit.
It's good television.
Best laid plans, right? So yeah, Paranormal Password. Basically, we're going to give the guesser one word, and then they are going to have to give one word to their teammate, only one word, without saying the actual word, one word at a time, and to try and guess. And we're going to give everybody a minute. So you get 1 point if you get the answer right, and you lose a point if you get the answer wrong.
Okay.
Okay,
Sound
we'll
good?
figure it out. We'll figure it
We
out.
played this on
Right, you guys have done this before, yeah.
I'm gonna mop the floor with you guys. Absolutely.
Call it. I'm flipping a coin. Call it in the air. Cody.
Heads.
Heads it is. Go first or defer.
Oh man.
Yep,
I say we go first.
I like it.
Well, I don't know how to play this again.
Yes, you do.
I forgot.
All right, we'll figure it out. All right.
Okay.
So I'll
All right.
hide my eyes. No, you hide your eyes first.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so you guys want to go ahead and get started on that?
Yeah.
Don't look at the screen.
Hide your eyes. Don't look at the screen.
All right, because I'm going to put this banner up so you guys can see the word. And there it is. Hey, listen. They put me in charge of the questions. All right,
Hang
so
on,
I'm gonna take you down.
let me Google this.
Is that cheating?
Well, not if we do it.
Okay.
Guys, I don't even know my own name half the time. How am I supposed to do this?
Tori, you're in good company. I don't either.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know where I'd start with this. You get a one-word clue, Satori. You can look at the screen now.
I have extra words, so you know.
You get a one-word clue, and you got to guess what the password is.
And I'm gonna set
Ready?
I know the password. You didn't look at it.
I know.
So I have to say words to describe what the word is. You have to guess what the word is, which you're not going to do. But I'll try my best.
No faith. There's no faith in me.
You're going to give them a minute, right?
Yep, you ready? I'm gonna start the timer now.
Okay.
You're on the clock.
Give. Bring.
I don't know. That's just such a self-explanatory word. This entire time.
Emotion.
20 seconds.
And it's paranormal related?
Yeah.
Like something moves?
Medium. Spiritualist.
5, 4,
I
3,
don't know.
2.
All right, this is not going to get.
What was it? He's just looking at me.
It's a hard one, but you know, it's a. Am I allowed to say it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a port. APPORT. That's a tough one.
Like teleport?
Like where with some psychics or in some situations and hauntings, things will just appear randomly. They call that an port.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So it's
From one place to another.
Right.
See, I'm not a psychic. So I'm not.
Jesus. Ken, we better get the word orb. That's all I'm saying.
I don't know. Who's guessing?
All right. Who's up next? Which one of you two?
Sorry. I'll guess. I'll look away.
You'll
All right.
guess.
These words are already in a predetermined order, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
I have them all listed out.
How much did they pay you to get the easy ones?
$1 million
1 million.
in unmarked $20 bills. Okay, you ready? Here's the next one. I know. Satori.
Really?
Am I good?
You're good. You're good.
Ken, put the down payment on a Mercedes. We're in.
All right.
All
Tell
right.
us when we can start.
You're about ready to go now.
Witches.
Coven.
Do we have music? Do we have music? Do we have music? Do we have
Yay!
music? We got it. That's the bell. Oh,
That's the bell.
God. That's so weak.
All right. Now we're going to come back.
So it's
Oh, yeah.
10-0, right? It's 10-0.
It is
some
one.
word, like Latin word. I
So
don't know.
I have to cover my eyes now. And
Yeah, you're gonna have to cover
I'm
your
starting-
eyes
I'm
now.
starting to get it.
And then, all right. So he's covered. I'm gonna show it. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go.
Oh, okay.
All right. Got it.
Good.
You can look, and you can start now.
So it's like one word at a time.
Yes.
Communication.
Investigate.
Psychic.
Medium.
Ding,
Medium.
ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
I would have said large. Small.
Ding, ding. All right.
All right, we're going to catch up.
So you guys are gonna catch up.
Okay, we are in the
All right.
Conjuring house and the
All
door
right.
latch just unlatched.
Right behind me.
Are you in the merch room?
We're in the employee quarters.
In the employer?
The latch just lifted up right here.
Did it really?
Moving along.
That's awesome.
All right, you guys check that
We're
after
playing.
the show. Go back to this time and check it on the show.
You should be able to hear it. Yeah.
I love it.
10 minutes in.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
George,
All
you're
right.
hiding now, right?
You're hiding.
My head is down.
All right, you ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Should I be watching the show on my phone in my lap?
Okay.
All right, gone. All right, and your minute is about to start now.
Our back.
Lloyd? Doctor? Scientist?
Mind.
Psychokinesis?
Taft.
Psychology?
Weird.
20 seconds.
Barry Taft. Lloyd Auerbach. Weird. Parapsychology?
Oh.
Okay.
At,
Well
the,
played, sir.
at the wire.
I thought we would have been like head and head after that one.
I know, right?
I was just building up the suspense to see what people were going to say in the chat. They were stressing there.
All right.
Thank you, Jonathan. Yes, that was a tough one. Thank you.
That was a tough one.
That
Okay.
was a tough one. How about a port, Jonathan?
That's Jonathan.
That's where you land your airplanes.
You come down here and do it.
In Long Island, we land the airplanes at the airport.
Airport.
Yeah.
All
That
right.
would work.
You have to cover
Me?
your eyes.
I think Satori. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Nope.
No.
Jeez.
You know, you'd have been fired from ABC. Like
I would have
already.
been fired before I even got on the air tonight. Let's be honest. Okay. There it goes. That's the right one.
All right, I'm good.
Good.
Yep.
Good. And you can start now.
Bigfoot.
Cryptid.
Thunderbird.
Cryptid.
Study.
Cryptozoology.
Yeah,
Nice.
I
that,
was close. I was when he started naming both of them. I
that was
like,
smooth.
That
Transition.
was the study. That was
We should
That
have
was
bonus
well-
points if we get it less than 10 seconds in.
all right.
Yep. Nicely done. All right.
12 to 2 now, right?
It's 428 to -2
All right.
Okay.
based on my scoring in math.
I'm hiding.
Ken and George are up by 1. All right.
Yeah.
So he's hiding. Let's see if I can do this right for once.
We quit.
Okay.
You ready?
Okay. Yep.
Hide it. Got it.
Ready, Ken?
And
Yes.
time starts now.
Clouds.
Matrix.
Matrix.
Pareidolia.
Thank you.
Nice.
I think there's some cheating going on.
There's no
I know.
cheating.
I don't think there's cheating.
I just
Yeah.
think
Oh,
they're
you know,
actually psychic.
No. We're against Ken. That's the problem.
this is like asking.
All these questions are hermetically sealed in mayonnaise tonight, and we have not seen them.
For carbonite.
By the way,
Okay.
that mayonnaise was delicious. Thank you very much.
Ugh, I can't think of anything worse. All right.
All right.
Cody's hiding now.
Yep.
Okay. I think I got this time.
I'm wicked
There
smart.
we go. Good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What a
I don't
perfect.
want to
Okay.
get myself in trouble saying some of the things I'm thinking. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Good.
Yep. You're good.
All right.
You ready to start?
Yep.
Go ahead.
Control.
Base.
Spirit.
Ghost.
Evil.
Demonic.
Bagans.
Possessed.
There you go.
Bacon.
Here's why I choke on my coffee right quick.
I didn't know what else to give. I was just like,
Well done.
yes,
Uh,
I'm just saying.
I'd like to check with the judges on that. They said possessed, not possession. If I could get a clarity.
Give
Is
it to
that
him.
still?
I think that's close enough.
That was so easy.
I know that's like some people say that, so I was like, he's gonna get that.
Satori, you should have just said the door behind me. It's possessed.
It's possessed. All right. Who's guessing now? George, are you up to guess?
Yeah, George is guessing.
Yes. All right.
Okay. Here we go. There it is.
Okay.
Okay. George, you're good.
All right.
All right. Time starts now.
Study.
Research.
Fine.
That was it.
That was it.
Give me more music, Ken. Give me the bell. Give me the bell. Give me the bell. Give me the bell. I want the bell. I want the bell. Anyway,
I love it.
Nice.
Okay.
72-8. I am loving this score. Go ahead.
March Madness.
Right.
All right. Who's hiding now? Satori, are you hiding now?
Yep.
All right. And there we go.
Okay.
I know. Right.
Good.
Okay.
Wait. All right. You're good.
You're good to watch. All right. And your time starts now.
Bathroom. Only no one else is going to understand this. Conjuring.
Portal. There you go.
So
it's a porta potty,
Portal.
not a portal potty.
that's the nickname that's on the tour. Is we call it the portal.
Serious?
Potty. Yep.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I claim again, Aaron, a little bit of favoritism. Every single one of their answers refers to the door behind Satori.
Right. They got the answers written down on that wall there.
Yeah.
There's a giant conspiracy theory going on here, y'all. I took all this time to make sure, the questions were appropriately.
No. Somebody's unlatching
stated.
that door and passing the answers to them. That's all I can figure.
That's right.
Right
Totally
around
makes
the corner.
sense.
It's Abigail. They got Abigail helping them out there.
And I think this is my last word.
Oh, okay. I'm hiding, right?
And of course, George gets the last word, as it should be. Ken, want to look away?
I'm hiding, right?
Mhm.
Yes, you're hiding.
Yep.
Oh God, let me think.
Right.
All right. Let's go.
You ready? Time's on. You're ticking.
Planchette.
Ouija.
Well done.
Is there a record on those? Is there possibly
I'm
a
just
record?
saying, we didn't really get a good start. Like, we didn't have a fair.
Oh my
That's all right.
God!
We're gonna catch
Hey,
up in the
listen.
round.
You had a 2-week vacation.
The A port giveth and the A port taketh away.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice. Okay.
Actually, that's an old Rick Derringer song. You wouldn't know.
So currently, it's 5-4. Ken and George are up by 1.
Okay. Because
High
we
five,
made
Ken.
because we made high five. Yep. Because we made this, you're going to see them.
And
Okay,
that
so
was
we made it. We didn't play it. My fault. So we're ready to move on to the next round, Aaron.
Paranormal Jeopardy.
Okay.
Okay. So now, these are clearly going to be a bit longer as far as the banners go. So Jeopardy, as per usual, this is the answer is worded in the form of a statement, and you guys are going to have to give me the corresponding word.
Such as what is behind the door
Right.
behind
In the
Satori.
form of a question.
Correct.
Right.
Form of a
George and
question.
I are old. We watch Jeopardy from 4 to 6 every night, right after Murder, She Wrote.
I've never watched it, so we'll figure it out.
Richard Dawson.
The caveat to this is you get one guess each for this, and the other team can choose to steal or pass if that person doesn't get it right.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Right. So we're going to
So,
hope this copy and pasted. This is a longer one.
okay, who's up first here?
Why don't we keep the order the same? Cody and Satori went first on the last go.
Well, okay.
Or do you want to flip it?
No, we're good.
That's easy.
We have catching up to do.
Now, only one of you can answer this without help from the other.
Yeah.
Right. But everybody's going to see it.
Right. So whoever goes first.
Okay. Ready?
A-port.
This is an AC gas meter, AC electric field meter, a radio power density meter in a single unit that combines all features needed for fast measurement. AC, alternating current.
Has everybody gotten to read it? And then
I know what it is, but
All right.
right?
I'm going to guess K2 meter.
Wrong.
Oh.
Did you actually?
Okay.
Did I do that wrong?
We're going to steal this, George?
We're stealing it.
Okay. Go ahead, you.
What is a millimeter?
No.
What?
If we're going to go, okay. I have it as tri-field. Is that the same thing as a millimeter? You're talking to a non-tech person.
No.
No, that's what I was going to say. I should have.
Oh, yeah.
So nobody got that one. Okay.
Nobody got that one.
All right, that's good. That's
That's
good.
a wash.
Better than one.
That's a wash. Okay. This one next. So this will be Ken or George, whoever wants to go. Let me hide this one, switch it out.
I'll go.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, too long. Save and show. This one.
Why can't he look at it? This isn't password. He has to.
No, he's looking. He can look.
Is infrasound.
Yep. Yep.
They totally rigged this.
No, he didn't.
They did not.
So here's what's funny.
She turns to Cody and says he rigged it.
He rigged this shit.
I love it.
All right,
I'm starting
so-
to wonder myself. I couldn't read the first 5 words out of that sentence, and he's already nailing it.
Yeah.
That's the genius that is Ken
The
DeCosta.
first like 7 or 8 words were enough. So
Well, and the problem is you guys know everything about all this stuff. So when Ken says find medium hard questions, and I'm like, is that possible as much as y'all know about this stuff? So we were just, pulling things out of the air. Okay. So that's 1 point to Ken. And our next one, it's Satori's up, right?
Yeah.
Is that how we're going? Yeah, but back to you guys, right?
It's
Yeah.
Satori
Or
now,
who?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it should be Satori. All right, here we go.
I just talk to dead people. I'm not.
Don't look at me. You can't look at me.
Terms, I don't.
This is a metaphysical school of thought opposing physicalism
You realize I mix letters up just reading, right? Like I can't.
and also
Me
the
too.
continuity of all spiritual beliefs, views from ancient to modern.
I don't know. I'm just gonna guess something random because I don't. My brain doesn't process it. Spiritualism. It's a religion in a movement, but I know that's not it. So I'm
There
just
you
gonna
go.
say
That
something.
is it.
Oh, it
That's
is? Really?
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yep.
So I just shot out the first thing that came to my head and it worked.
that's
That's-
you found the key.
That's
your dad's
intuition, baby.
Genes. It's your dad's
Because
genes.
usually when I only know when somebody's talking about spiritualism when it says like movement or religion based on movement, like like that would catch my attention. I didn't think of that term. Like that was
Right.
I was going to
Right.
guess infrasound again.
Oh my God, that's funny. All right.
All right, George,
George, you're up. You ready?
Okay.
do this. Oh,
My answer is what the hell is wrong with you, Aaron?
oh my God! I will jump through this screen if you don't get this.
Come on.
They're going to steal. They're going to steal this.
Lloyd Auerbach. Who is Lloyd Auerbach?
Nope.
Red Arback.
Okay.
All right, you guys can steal. You got a minute.
You just... No, I don't know. He said names that I don't remember. I was gonna steal it because he said something, but I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure. If we guess wrong, do we?
If nobody gets it.
If you guess wrong,
Yeah.
you lose a point. You either pass or you.
All right, I'm passing. I'm passing then. Because
Can I tell everybody it was J.B. Rhine?
Who?
J.B.
Yes.
Rhine Institute.
Oh,
That's what
Ryan.
I thought, but I didn't know the Duke part. I didn't know the Duke University part.
I didn't either. I just learned that today.
Well, that's only where it's located.
Right, but I mean, didn't know you established that.
So it's like certain words are throwing us off.
I didn't know the Ryan Institute was at Duke University.
Me either.
My brain hurts.
Now you do.
Now I do.
I just talk to dead people. I don't know.
So wait,
Thanks.
my question on that, Ken, based on the scoring, do you get the point for it or no?
No.
They chose
No,
to
because it's
answer it.
team.
No, I
Okay.
don't get a point. They get one steal. They lose one because they chose to answer.
So you guys are tied right now, by the way. All right, next one. This is
Shut up, Satori. Don't dance over there. Door hit her in the back.
We're tied?
I'm waiting to get hit.
How are we
Okay.
tied? I'm trying to play fair.
That's
well, you were down one from the first one.
I
George
guessed
answered it wrong, so that
Oh,
brought you guys back
right.
down a point. So now you're level at 5 each.
Pull that
Yeah.
out of thin air. No pun intended.
No idea.
All right.
Okay.
Is that it for?
No, I have
Ooh, there's more. Okay.
2 more.
All right,
Okay.
kids are now.
Ready?
Okay.
Cody's up.
No.
This term is given to an apparition of a person who is at the time experiencing some type of trauma, injury, or death. What is a crisis apparition?
Ding, ding, ding. Nicely done.
Ooh.
Okay, so they're
I was
up
going
now.
to say Zach Bagans. You got it again.
Okay, I feel so bad. It was just the only thing I could think of.
No, you don't. You don't feel bad.
Okay, my last one.
Okay.
I feel like it's not fair to have Ken on, or like you guys all know so much about this stuff. Ken and George.
I'll take
It's
Ken.
so hard to find
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, me and Lloyd Auerbach both know everything. All right, go ahead.
Infrasound.
All right. I got to make these shorter. Some of them are too long for the banner. Okay. Here's our final.
This is
Ectoplasm.
Substance.
Bingo.
Ectoplasm.
I swear you didn't even finish reading that before you just.
I swear, that's what I'm saying.
He
Yep.
read exteriorized and knew it right away.
All right, so we're back to square. 6-6. And we're on to our next game, which is going to be truth or lie. Oh, let me take this down.
Okay.
Sorry, y'all.
We all know about it, Aaron, but explain it to the audience who don't know what this is.
So basically, each of you is going to give us a statement, a fun fact about yourself. And I think the other team has to determine if that's a truth or a lie.
So it's not a story, just
Correct.
a one-sentence statement. Okay.
Well, it could be a story.
Satori's already dying over there.
If I can't lie.
Oh no!
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
we're gonna win. We're gonna win. Because
I also
Satori
can't like. I
lie.
just can't talk. I'm not good at telling the story. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It could be just a statement of fact.
You could just
Could be true.
come up with saying I'm
Yeah, it could
5
be
foot.
true. It could be false. I've
Yeah.
made a little bit of both.
You
Correct.
could say you're 5'8" instead of 5'2", and nobody knows the difference. It's
So we've
Yep.
prepared what two statements or questions apiece, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Satori, you're up.
No, I'm not.
fine.
No, I'm not. Somebody's taking
Yes,
this one
no,
first. No, somebody's taking this one first. You take this one first.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Listen, folks. Before I was sick, I was on a bowling league. and I happen to place second in the state of Massachusetts. This was, I believe, 2010. True or false?
Am I supposed to say
So
quiet?
do they collectively come up with an answer, or?
Yeah, we're each going to pick, and we both have to be right.
Okay.
Actually, we're all supposed to. Whoever gets it right gets a point. So if we say true, false, that cancels us
Yeah,
out.
Satori doesn't know the answers to any
Okay,
of these.
I'm going to say that statement is false.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's true.
Okay.
I'm going to say false.
Okay, so how do we know who wins?
Tell the truth.
You got to tell us
Who
what
got
it
the
is.
truth?
Oh, okay. It is false.
Oh,
Nice.
I feel
lying,
like
no good bastard.
But
All right.
wait a second. You guys cancel each other out, right? For the
What do you
scoring on that question. Is that correct?
Yeah. So Satori
Okay.
gets
So
the point.
it's
He
still-
was right, and we canceled each other out because I was
Okay.
right, George was wrong.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So we
So
got
you guys are up one again.
Right. Okay.
All right.
All right. Who's next?
one of you two, right?
Okay. Go ahead, George. If you're ready, go ahead.
While I was in the service in the Air Force and I was stationed overseas in Germany, I played Bundesliga B division soccer in southern Bavaria.
There's a lot of details there.
I know you're a soccer player, but I'm going to say that's false.
So this is a mirrored image. So he was looking down to the left. I'm going to go with false.
I'll go with false so I don't cancel us out.
True.
No!
Nice.
Nobody got anything then, so we're okay.
Cody, when you were talking about your bowling, I was
Yeah.
looking for you looking to the left. I had the same thought. I'm like, mirrored cut. Look to the left.
I was trying to look directly into the camera.
So we both lose a point on that.
Yep. Everybody loses a point.
But I'm still
So
ahead.
You're still ahead
they-
by one.
Actually, they lose 2.
What? No.
Yes.
No. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, because they both guessed it wrong.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right.
now they're
Yeah, you don't
down
cancel
one.
each other
Because
out.
we're
You're on the same
all
team.
individual here.
Got it.
All right. I understand. All right.
All right.
Negative
So,
and a negative equal to positive doesn't doesn't go there.
Math wasn't my
So-
strong suit.
okay, Story, you're next.
So
False.
so in high school, I was in the drama club and I love to put on plays and musicals. That was so much fun. And we were in Little Mermaid and I got a part as a fish in the background. But,
You were an extra.
I also got the part of a seagull, and one of the worst memories I have is having to dress up as a seagull and dance on a stage full of people, in a crowd full of people, and sing a song with giant webbed seagull feet. So that is that.
If that's not true, it should be. So I'm going to say true.
I know it's false because Satori is trying to do her best poker face and failing.
I'm going to say she's trying to screw me up by laughing. So I'm going to guess true as well.
It's true.
Oh, you poker player. Oh.
Nicely done.
Dressed as a seagull with giant wings and feathers and webbed feet.
Oh,
Somebody has got her acting chops from the TV show.
That's
I bought
great.
into it.
It's so hard to admit that.
That's so great.
Okay, point to them.
Mhm.
Ken?
Ken and George
All
are up by
right.
one.
Here you go.
Yes.
I was once knocked out of the back of a truck that was hit from behind by a vehicle. I got up off the ground, ran around, and the car that hit us was on its roof, and I reached in and pulled the driver out before I collapsed to the ground.
Wow.
Cody, Satori, you want to answer
Okay.
first?
A lot of details. And last time I said that, I guessed false for George, and I was wrong. So now I'm going to guess true.
I'll say true.
I'll say true.
It's true.
Oh,
Nice.
Right.
Okay. So
that's something else.
I thought going into too many details would be like, I'm going to throw him off, you know.
You pulled him out and then collapsed. So what did he do? Did he try helping you? Or was he pissed that you pulled him out of the truck?
He was like 90 years old. He was upside down.
oh my God.
That's amazing that you did that,
Oh,
though.
good.
That is amazing.
That's good. Good for
One of the
you.
weirdest
That was
things
about a
that ever
seagull, and Ken's is about being a hero.
happened. Yeah. Right. That's my hero story tonight. All right.
All right.
Second round of questions or stories. Cody, start off again.
Yeah.
All right. About, I want to say 10 or 15 years ago, I was pen pals with Henry Winkler from Happy Days. The Fonz. True or false?
I'm
10 years
gonna
ago?
say- I'm
I would
gonna
say about 10 or 15 years ago, yeah.
10 or 15. I'm going to say yes. True.
See, Ken and I remember him as the Fonz. You probably more so remember him from the Water Boy, which he was fantastic in. But I'm going to say false.
I'm going to say true.
False. It was Betty White.
Oh, Boston Legal. There we go.
Well, I knew you were pen pals with people, so I didn't
So
know.
they
was
lose
good. That was
one
good.
and cancel out and stay the same.
Yeah.
So I have it
Everyone
at
the same.
tied 8-8.
Ooh,
Oh.
Yep, perfect timing.
I know, right? All right,
next?
George.
All right. In keeping with Ken's heroism, a long time ago, I was a tour announcer on the Jungle Queen, which was a boat that was docked at the Port Everglades, which is in Fort Lauderdale. And it would take a tour with some, God knows, 600 people. It was huge. Through the intercoastal waterway and then through the New River downtown. And on one of our summer trips on the way back, the captain's pulling on a horn and he sees what he thought was a coconut in front of him, and it wasn't. It was a man's head bobbing up and down. He was just stopping to swim, like he was going to be drowning. I went to the front of the boat, threw the life preserver. A guy from the side of the river jumped in, and we were able to bring him onto the ship, rescue him, and the Coast Guard came and got him, and then he jumped off the Coast Guard boat to try to drown again.
I want to say it probably was a coconut.
So you're saying false?
I'm gonna say that's true.
Oh, true. Okay.
I'll say it's true.
Cody's running the math in his head.
True.
In keeping with Cody's style, it was a woman.
So false.
It was a woman, and yes, she tried to
Wait
commit
a minute.
suicide.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. That's really
That is just such a.
it's a crazy story.
Wait a minute. He said the
Hey,
Fonz
little
and Betty
detail.
White. He said
That's
Henry
like
Winkler,
saying
Betty
no.
White.
It wasn't actually
Henry
a
Winkler,
goat.
male, Betty White, female. What's the difference?
We're all even on this
You
now.
were all trying to look for other details. That's what it was. And I got you.
Okay.
Oh, geez.
Oh, good Lord. Okay.
Even Joseph. Thank you, Joseph. Joseph figured it out for the beginning. I appreciate that.
All right. So, good Lord. You should see my points right now, like trying to keep track of this. All right. So they're back up. Ken and George are up 1. It's 7-6.
You're welcome. Okay.
Right.
And I think it's Satori, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So, when I was younger,
I'm not
I
falling
was-
for this again, so go ahead.
So when I was younger, I was a cheerleader, and when I was a competitive cheerleader, like I would go to really important competitions and stuff, and I was on a team. And when I was cheerleading, there was this person that did not like me very much that was also on that team, and I would help with like stunts and stuff, and we had a flyer in the air, and that's a person up in the air that we usually throw. And while we had while we had her up, the person that didn't like me purposely dropped her, and I had to catch her, and she fell on my neck, and I had a really bad back injury that kept me out of cheerleading. And if I exert myself too much now, it will still hurt to this day.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So I can't do physical activity and stuff very much.
False.
False.
You remember that time I wanted to go rollerblading and you said you couldn't go for some reason? That's the only reason I'm going to say true.
All right.
True.
Oh.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
No.
See, it's easier for me to tell the truth than it is for me to. Well, actually, the only reason I laughed about that last one was because it was such a horrible fact.
Right?
I would have said it's like Satori probably hates cheerleaders because they're so
cheery.
Yeah.
That was one of the reasons I didn't want to do it anymore either.
She might have been the one that knocked the catcher aside.
The point, if you drop a flyer, you have to if you drop a flyer and they get hurt, then you can get kicked off the team.
Did you throw her up in the air?
I was the back spot, so I held and made sure she was up on the side. One of the girls was holding the feet and purposely
Well, if you didn't throw her up, you're not responsible for catching her.
You are, because she's up in the air.
Somebody has to, right?
Apparently,
my sister was a competitive cheerleader, so I get it.
Cody's never played the trust game, obviously.
I helped throw her up. I helped.
Oh, if you help, then yeah, it's on you.
So you're telling me, Satori, when Cody was in bed about to have this life-threatening surgery, hip replacement, you didn't, out of comfort, tell him this story to make him feel better?
No.
She did not. She laughed at me.
Evil. Evil incarnate.
I did not. I took care of him.
My God.
That's good.
All right. That's 2 stories each. Was that it?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was good.
This score's all over the place. So now Ken and George are at 5, and Cody and Satori are at 7.
Okay.
So
this is the last one, right?
Oh, stop it.
No, I think we have 2 more games.
Okay.
Next one, we're going to do Name the Paranormal
Oh,
Show.
no. I mean, and this on this particular game.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Many years ago, I sat at a bar in Providence and had drinks with John Bon Jovi and watched him throw up all over the floor in front of me.
Baloney.
Cody, there are people here. I'm going to say lie.
I'm going to say true. Ken?
What did Cody say?
Baloney. Not true.
Both of you said it's a lie?
Yeah.
It is absolutely true.
That's great. I love it.
Hey, I know I shouldn't tell this story, but I've drank with Ken and thrown up, so I can
Sure,
feel
you're right.
Onyx.
Fruit Hill Cafe. No, I'm sorry. At the time it was on Smith Hill, where the Capitol building is in Providence. It was called the Fruit Hill Cafe, and these guys from Jersey would play there once every couple of months. Nobody knew who the hell they were. Richie Sambora, John Bon Jovi, and it's like, I don't know. I don't think these guys will amount to anything, you know.
Who'd have thunk? First album I ever owned as an 8-year-old, Slippery When Wet.
True story, but weird. All right, so we are coming up at the top of the hour. Should we take a little break and maybe for the next couple of minutes, because we got 2 games left, so we might want to converse a little bit with the people out in chat or whatever we feel like doing.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Hello,
Quick anecdote, by the way, I grew up in Seville, New Jersey, and right down the road lived John Bon Jovi.
False.
And Dave the Snake Sabo from Skid Row was my best friend. It's not false. It's absolutely true.
I don't believe you.
We have one comment from Mary Beth. My sister and her husband were supposed to meet him, and he totally stood them up.
He was passed out from drinking with Ken.
Probably drunk.
Yeah. Jesus.
Mary Beth also goes on to say he's an asshat.
Now, quick conversation to go with there. I know I've mentioned it. So if Cody and Satori on their Thursday show, got a chance to meet them as well as the lovely Aaron Bush in St. Augustine. You guys suck because I couldn't. You know, I had 30 minutes with y'all, and it's just not fair. You could have squeezed in a seance, some sort of demonic possession removal, something. I got a knock in the cell and a knock on the second floor, and it was absolutely amazing.
Right?
Well, we wish we could have seen you longer.
I know. Other priorities
Important things
trump over that, but you know, it was really great, and thank you, wonderful, for bringing the incredible weather with you, because it was just spectacular that whole time.
Was it?
It was.
Yeah,
It's chilly here today.
And then you left it, and you guys took it, and you went back up north where it was horribly cold.
Yep.
It's cold.
It's cold here too, so don't feel bad.
No, that's right.
Our high was 58. What was it when you guys were here? 82?
It was 84 as the high when we went to the beach. I remember that.
Yeah,
It was a high of 58 today. So.
Well, that's still better than us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
How was it the night you went to the beach at that night?
It was nice.
That was great. That was a great picture, by the way.
Yeah. No, that was really nice. It was beautiful. And we went to the lighthouse the same night too, just to get some pictures of it. It was really, really cool.
Yeah.
It was huge.
That would be a really nice thing for if you guys were taking a trip down at the same time. Ken came down, and you know, maybe Julie DeMay showed. It would be nice to get everybody together, and on a time where I don't have to run out of there. And I promise you, next time that won't be the case. But it was still a wonderful thing, and you guys like the trolley tour and the EVP that's been there for 12 years now. I mean, that was awesome.
Yeah.
And I guess you guys got recognized from the onset.
Everybody was so nice, though.
Everyone was really nice. Everyone was really nice. And once one person walked up, then it was a
gaggle.
It was really interesting though. The trolley tour was great. You know, that company, Ghost and Gravestones, was awesome to us. I think their whole setup is really great. They definitely did their research on the stories, because afterwards I ended up looking deeper into them because I was so interested in them, and they're all real stories based on real history.
I didn't get a chance to ask you guys yet. You were to the visitor center and you had to go into the room with the haunted items. What'd you think of that? Pretty amazing.
I like the decoration of it. I think the way they presented the stuff was really cool.
Yeah, I thought it was great. I thought it was
very
really good.
haunted mansion vibe, like Disney or you like Tower of Terror-ish, the way it's set up, the cobwebs and the whole thing. And
Yeah.
Hmm.
they did a good job
really
with it.
neat. It was right up our alley for sure. That was great, and we thank you a
Yeah.
lot for setting that up. That was really neat.
Yes,
Well,
thank
great
you.
people, like you guys said, great people. I've known them for many, 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 many years now, and I try not to bother them. And it's funny anytime I go to visit Dave Chatterton, who's the CEO or the director, he's like, "You want VIP passes? Do you need this?" I said, "No, I'm just coming to say hi." This is one of those rare occasions. I said, "Sorry to ask." He goes, "Don't even." And I didn't expect him to have one of his VIP tour guides come out, which was Heather, and just do
She
an
was great.
amazing job.
She was.
And and the message I got back from Heather was to extend to you guys: ghost hunters are welcome back to the old jail anytime.
Oh, I might have to say something.
Seriously, you get some
Let's
good
go back
stuff.
to St. Augustine.
Well,
Tell her to thank you again.
when you need a girl Friday, if they come back and investigate, you need a coffee getter, battery grabber, cable runner.
Well, we were talking
I know
about that
somebody.
the other day, as far as like getting back. Maybe this year, Julie goes down to visit her sister or something like that. But now it's like, now we got an inn in St. Augustine. I know people down
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
It makes it
Yep.
Never
different.
went to the fort though. Out of everything
Fort's
we
great.
did, drove by it 28 times. Never went inside the fort. It was.
We walked the seawall the first night I was shocked because they drove all day. So I was expecting them to, be pretty tired. And they're like, nope, let's go do stuff. So we did the beach, we did the lighthouse, and then we walked around the whole seawall of the fort. Was it like midnight, probably 12:30, something like that? And we got our very own dolphin show right in front of us, which was pretty cool.
It was awesome.
So but we didn't go in the fort either.
And
it bears mentioning, I think you guys alluded to it before, but Cody Satori right now with George, if we can get him on the big screen, everybody's
absolutely.
aware of where they are right now, right?
It's
Wow, that's my face really big.
You know what? I wrote a book with Andrea Perrin.
Currently, we are caretaking. This is our week caretaking at the Conjuring House. So we have been here. We're on our third day now, technically.
So we stay here 1 to 2 weeks out of every month. And in the wintertime, I think it slows down, at least here in New England, for cases and things like that. Rise Up usually does their events at Paint House and stuff like that, and that pauses during the winter. So we have some free time in the winter for sure. And we got this, offer. Jacqueline is great. She's the new owner of the house, of course, and she asked us if we wanted to take on a week here and there, and when we're available, and we made it work. And we love it so much that we want to try fitting it into our schedule now. So we have a good time. We love the house. We love being here, and it's definitely been interesting this week so far.
Has been.
Yeah, a lot of people have had experiences up in the boarding room or the birthing room. We had a total non-believer here that was dragged here by somebody the other day, and he went in there, and we have him on video just running out and saying that somebody whispered in his ear telling him to leave, which would have made sense because that was a place where men probably weren't too welcome in that room.
We woke up this morning to somebody banging on the doors, and we checked the cameras, and nobody was there. Toy car came flying off the table right in front of me, and I put my hands up because I knew it wasn't me. I captured footage of a door slamming while Cody wasn't here, and the door slammed right after I walked through it, almost telling me you didn't close the door, and it was super hard. So I had to apologize for that. Lots of activity.
Yeah, and since we've been here, we've really focused in on trying to learn as much history on the house as we can. Jacqueline's been great on trying to make the tours as historic as possible. So if you are dragged here by somebody that's not into the paranormal, you at least get a great history tour of this property and how Rhode Island was formed in a way, and how this property came to be, and how the property lines came to be, and how most of it's in Massachusetts now. And you get to learn about Roger Williams and all different things. So if you're not a fan of the paranormal, you still get to learn something.
Yeah, definitely call your travel agent and see if you can apport to the Conjuring House.
Nice.
Ooh, that's my goal in life. That's what I want to do when I grow up. Just like and be there.
Be cool.
Right? Me too.
Yeah.
Everything or anybody that is interested next Friday, Julie DeMay and I will be there. Cody and Satori will be there.
Oh, isn't that great?
Yeah. Let me sell these tickets, will you?
George is like, I'm leaving the building. I'm done. I quit.
Yeah, there are still some tickets available. Go to riseupparanormal.com or our Facebook page. Let you know how you can get in there. So promises to be a good night. And the evidence presentation that we start with is starting to grow. And we've got some weird FLIR footage to add to what we have. And it's actually outside.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah. So I got a clip on that. So we'll be adding that to the treasure chest of things that have been recorded there. And, anything we can get our hands on, because the best part of waking up is Conjuring House in your cup, because we're going to tell you things that happened maybe last week, where you go to a lot of these places and 100 years ago, somebody saw this and so forth. But because it's such an ongoing and current thing, there's always something happening and people are having experiences there. And I love to be in those kind of places where we can relate stories that happened in recent times, maybe even, just a day before they arrived.
yeah.
And I think it's great that people, there's the constant presence there, and it motivates people. It's this could and probably will happen to you, or you'll experience this. And there's not a lot of places you can say that about. So,
Yeah, no, I agree with you.
and Jonathan needs to pick up a sleeping bag. Sure, you do.
Yep.
And when we come back, Cody and Satori are going to hold hands and ask the spirits if they like being on dead air tonight.
Wow. That sounds interesting.
Ask them if they want to go viral. You're on YouTube. There's a lot of people watching it.
They'd probably be like, "What is YouTube?"
They
Like,
probably think viral is a disease.
I would enjoy that personally. What is this YouTube you speak of?
Ask them if they want to join in the game in the second half. There you go.
Oh well, wouldn't that be cheating?
We're going to
I know,
play
you
Name
made
That
it
Show, and I know that there's at least a couple that she has spoken out against, which was interesting. That they didn't name the show, but they described the actions of the people that were there filming from shows, and we were like, oh,
All right, we got to go to break here, guys. When we come back on the other side, stay with us. We've got more of our paranormal game show events tonight. You're watching Dead Air Live on the Dead Air Full Spectrum channel. Stay with us.
Hey members, the new KGRA DB app is now available on iOS and Android devices. Gain on-demand access to any KGRA DB programming. Download any show directly to your mobile device to listen or watch on the go. Go to the App Store and search KGRA DB.
As UFO reports come in from around the world, the Mutual UFO Network, MUFON, is there. We continue to explore new cases and build our massive database. We share our information with the world in a number of ways. If you would like to be part of our investigative team, you are always welcome. What could be more exciting than exploring the UFO question firsthand? Join MUFON, find your friends.
Hi, I'm Austin Butler from Baz Luhrmann's new film, Elvis.
Tomorrow, all of America will be talking about Elvis Presley.
As a blood donor himself, Elvis shared the gift of life with patients in need and asked others to do the same. We're encouraging you to give blood this summer. Please visit redcrossblood.org/ElvisMovie today to learn more.
You're listening to the KGRA Digital Broadcasting Network. We provide unparalleled coverage of trending news in the world of ufology, cryptozoology, and paranormal phenomenon. Whether you're watching our video live stream or listening to one of our audio programs, you are getting the best from world-renowned researchers and hosts, guiding you through topics the mainstream won't touch. Miss one of your favorite programs? No problem. Head over to the members area at kgradb.com for access to our massive library of award-winning content. Make contact, stay connected. Only at kgradb.com.
And the robot is being done at the Conjuring House tonight.
That's all right. I had a disco party with Marie with disco lights in the field out behind the house when I was there last time. So dancing is gotta do it.
Forgive the product placement, but having my niece's kids here, a toddler, a 3-year-old, and an 8-year-old, and not staying as long as I anticipated, left me with about 90 boxes of fruit snacks and juice boxes.
Yes.
You took my advice, didn't you?
I'm sugared up tonight.
I'll take the fruit snacks. I love those.
You bought the fruit snacks.
Just a quick warning, Ken, it does not mix well with Onyx moonshine. I just won't work that.
Have you just dropped them in and let them sit for about a month?
Oh, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Strawberry moonshine.
It's like the worm at the bottom of a bottle of tequila.
Cody, what are you doing nodding your head like you know?
Oh, I know. I was at Onyx.
Cody got a complimentary bottle that night, didn't you?
I did.
I had 3 of them.
I did.
Yeah. Welcome back to the show. We are having our quarterly paranormal game show night. It may become something a little bit more often because of what you guys are commenting in the chat. Thank you all for joining us. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, also the thumbs up for the content, and a reminder bell for upcoming shows, including Cody and Satori, who are going to be off this week, but then you're back on the following week. Tell everybody about your show, please.
All righty. Well, Satori and I, we are the curators and owners of a museum that has hundreds of items from around the world that are said to be haunted. Are all of them haunted? We don't believe so, but we will tell you their stories either way because each of them has a story, and we want to keep those stories alive. A lot of these items have been donated by people who want to keep their family members alive and things like that. So it's like a big tribute. We've been nicknamed the foster home for haunted items because we've always told people if they ever want their item back, they can have it back. So every other week on Dead Air, we feature one of these items from the museum, and we tell you their story. We showcase that, and then we have a bunch of fun. And sometimes we learn something about each other that we did not know, kind of similar to what we're doing tonight. And we just have a good time.
If you like a show that's just complete chaos, then you will like our show.
It's definitely on the right network.
Quick question. Is Zach Bagan's signature behind you, and is it dripping blood?
No, it's not.
No.
And I don't think it is.
I can see it, though.
I can see it.
It's not dripping blood, though.
All right. Let's go ahead and get back to our game show with our host, the incredible Aaron Bush.
You might fire me after tonight, but we'll go with incredible. I'll take it for now. So our next game, we're going to be playing Name the Paranormal Show.
It cut off when you were talking, and that was so
Name that.
funny.
That's fine.
Jumped in too quick on that one.
Hey.
All right.
That says it. That visual says it better than I could verbally anyway. So it's great. So basically, the gist of this, if I understand it correctly, I am going to show the name of a show.
Yeah.
Your partner's going to hide. It's similar to Paranormal Password kind of layout, right? But you can't say the stars of the show. You can't obviously say the name of the show. But you have to be able to describe it enough for your partner to correctly guess the paranormal show, which I find this hilarious because I know most of you don't watch a lot of this
I was
stuff.
going to say, the funny part is I don't even watch the paranormal television very much.
This could be a Waterloo.
This could be interesting. This could be all of your undoing, right?
This could be a Waterloo right there.
It could be.
Not two plumbers from Rhode Island. We got problems.
Right. And we're scoring this on a team basis, I think, right? So same rules apply.
Wow.
Ken and George, do you guys want to go first? Let's go.
What do you figure, bud?
I'm fine with that.
Why?
Okay.
Why not? Why put off the pain? Go ahead.
All right.
All right. So who's gonna guess?
Wait.
First?
Who's the guesser?
I'll guess first.
Okay. Turn away. Avert your
All
eyes.
right. I'm gonna get a new banner here.
You know, I'm bowing my head in shame.
All right. He's hiding. All right. Here we go.
Oh.
You got that, Ken?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Whoop. What? I keep hitting the wrong
Product
button.
placement. Product placement.
Commercial for a sponsor. This is shooting fish in a barrel. This one is easy. All right, so an ex-cop and a medium walk into a bar.
Dead Files.
Nice.
I thought we only had words that we could say, like one word at a time.
Yeah, you can describe the show.
This one you can describe. Yeah, this
Okay.
one you can describe.
Okay.
All right.
I'm glad you went first then, because I would have gotten it wrong. Okay.
1 point, Ken and George. All right. Let me get my next one up for Cody and Satori. Who is going to be guessing this go?
Want me to hide?
Do you want me to hide? I can hide.
Yeah, you can hide.
Okay.
All right. Satori's going to hide. Okay. So.
Okay.
Whoop.
Wait a minute. Tor,
Got it.
hold on.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
All right, Tor. All right. So he is what most would say a pioneer in the field. The show is based on his work. Has a medium in it that would sense things they would visit, kind of follow in his footsteps.
Pulsar Files.
Nice.
That's right.
As soon
Well
as
done.
you said he was like a pioneer in the field, I was like, I just need more confirmation.
Now, every time I hear his name, all I think of is the spirit that's like box with wheels.
Oh,
Okay.
I forgot all about that. I should have said that.
You should have said box
Box
with
with
wheels.
wheels.
You should have said that.
Wheels would have done it.
Box with wheels. Okay. Ken, are you hiding this on this go?
I guess I am the guesser.
You are the guesser. All right.
Pass. Okay.
All right. You're good, Ken. You can turn around.
Okay. This ought to be good.
This show's been around forever, and it is regarding extraterrestrials. Probably one of the most famous UFO television shows out there.
Ancient aliens.
That's it.
Very nice.
Is there anyone bigger? Been around forever.
I think if you were to say something like ancient astronaut theorists agree.
Oh,
Guy-
we won. We
Guy
won.
with weird hair.
We got it. Doesn't matter.
Yep. Okay. You guys ready for the next one?
Yep.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
Is it off?
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
He'll never get this. Just pass, Cody.
Certain people give their insight on footage.
Paranormal caught on camera.
God, I hate him. You nail that one.
Wow, this is a lot easier than I thought it was going to
Yeah.
I don't watch them, but I know of them.
Yep. I figure. I mean, and you guys know most of these people, so it makes it even harder to try and come up with this stuff when you're like, All right.
All right.
All right, George, are you hiding now?
Hiding.
Boom.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What?
Brother and a sister and two of their friends go out and investigate repeatedly
Destination
haunted
Fear.
places. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
quite a day today.
And stay tuned because we're working on Dakota Layden right now.
Yeah.
I think we have an inside track. There's a lot of stuff going on there.
Yeah, did you catch that today?
I saw the video, yeah.
Did you see how much they raised? Last I checked a couple hours, they meet their goal in under 3 hours by like 30 grand. And the last I checked, which was about 8:30, or 8 o'clock, they were at like almost $150,000. So
What's this? I missed this today because I've been entertaining. What's
they
going
got
on?
canceled today. The show got canceled. They got word. And they decided, they're like, well, we really want to do this Kickstarter, do the same thing, raise money. And they were, hoping to get 65 grand in a month. And they got like 90 grand in 3 hours. And it was just still. So they've had quite a day. But that'd be great to have him on.
Absolutely. Well, now that he's rich, he's going to move out of the country.
We're trying. We're trying. All right.
All right. So you got that one. And this is the last one I have.
Okay. Oh, that's a shame.
Wait, so
yeah, building up the points here.
Yep. All right. Let me okay.
Okay. All right. Got it. All right, Tor. Yep. I've been said that the Conjuring property is very similar to this property that this show is based on. It is on the West Coast. And we talk about these beings quite often, how they can shapeshift and things like that. Say it. What?
Skinwalker Ranch.
Skinwalker Ranch. That's correct.
Nicely done.
When you did shapeshifts quite often.
All right.
He was working it.
I know she had never seen the show before, and I know that's the only.
But I believe in skinwalkers, so.
Yeah. So you got all right. So that was it for that one, and I have Cody and Satori at 10, Ken and George at 8.
Ooh.
What's going on, Ken? Why are you doing this to me?
I don't know.
I'm just doing magic math. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. When I say true, you say
false.
No.
See, that's the problem.
That's not the cheer.
All right, so 8 to 10, and we got one more game.
We do have one more game, so why don't we do this right now before we totally run out of time and we just,
Yeah.
Does anybody have any comments or questions in chat you'd like to put forth right now? Good time to do that, and also a good time to preview a new show on Dead Air Full Spectrum that's going to be debuting next month with our good friend Melissa St. Hilaire. And if you're not aware, we're going to make you aware right now.
Are witches real? Could you live next door to one? Do they have supernatural powers? Can anyone be a witch? My name is Melissa St. Hilaire, and I'm a professional witch. Join me as I introduce you to my fellow practitioners when we ask them to reveal their secrets of the craft.
Wow.
All right, premiering on Dead Air in
You're going to
April.
like that show, huh?
The premise of this basically is Melissa is out on the West Coast. She's a native of Massachusetts, but she's out in Los Angeles, and she's going to be on the road as a travelogue of some type.
Hey.
And she is going to be, Melbourne.
Museum member.
Good, eh?
Thank you, Lori.
So she's going to, as she says, introduce us to some of her friends out on the West Coast in different emporiums, practitioners of the craft, tarot readers, psychics, and everybody from the metaphysical community out there. So it'll be a 15 or 20-minute show where she's just going to go in and talk to some people and get their views on the metaphysical and what it is that they do. And hopefully somewhere along the line dispel some of the myths about witches and the craft. So that's April, premiering in April on Dead Air Full Spectrum.
TBD.
Wow.
Exciting.
But,
I just saw too randomly our friend Lori that's in the chat. It is her birthday today.
Oh, happy
So,
birthday.
Lori,
Happy
Lori's
birthday.
Yeah. By the way, Melissa's new show is not a YouTube tutorial. Do not take notes of what you see. Start casting it on people like your neighbors. Don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, I'm going to wait until we get done with this last round of questions, and I'm going to ask Cody and Satori to ask the spirits there if they believe in skinwalkers.
They may not answer that if we're not supposed to know.
Also true.
They always get me in
It's a trick question, because wouldn't they know the answer?
Well, then you would say, I don't know. It's what you guys do.
We don't know all the answers.
Do
Okay, hang
skinwalkers
on.
exist? Yes.
They don't know what YouTube is, but they'll know what a skinwalker is.
They
But
don't
they know everything. They know your thoughts, Ken. They know what everything is.
They call people witches for using magic cell phone boxes. So yeah, the technology is just
lingo.
nuts.
They said they had trouble seeing screens too.
Yeah, they say they don't. They just see a box and with like light, and if you're looking at your phone, they're just like, "Why are you staring at a box?" Like they don't see what's on the technology.
Right.
That's wild.
Ooh.
Yes.
Right. George, the only way your high C could be any better is if it was the Ecto Cooler flavor from Ghostbusters.
All I know right now is my sugar levels are through the roof.
I could just sit here and maybe think of a number. Abby.
Yeah. Let's get through this final game first, and then we'll put them to the task. Unless the door opens behind Tori, in which case I'm satisfied.
Yeah, cool. All right. So
Right.
this is
Is it
staple.
open? Is it open right now?
Just a tiny crack. So that must have been like, it unlatched. I don't know.
Yeah, it hasn't moved since.
All right.
I love how they're like, yeah, it just unlatched. The first time I saw that in my house, y'all were there. I was like a 5-year-old. I was like, this is so exciting.
We're
Y'all were like,
so
this is
used
like
to
a
it
year
now.
That'll do it. That'll do
All right.
it.
Our last game, what were you, Ken? It's a staple, right?
Yeah, this is a staple of Live from the Haunted Museum.
Yep.
And we did this about, oh my God, a year or 2 years ago. We did it on that other place that we were. And this is a lot of fun. However, this is what I got. I don't have the fancy paddles today because at
we have
about
a
7,
low budget.
yeah, right. So we're going, low tech here. We're OGs.
If I played ping pong, I'd have one of those.
All right. So the way this goes, Erin, is a team has to match.
Yep.
Okay. So
And you guys have a question, so this will be fun for me to watch.
All right. So we have, each of us has 5 questions apiece. So that's 10 per team for the other team. And we'll see how well the other team knows each other.
Wait, we need some symmetry here. All right, that's better.
Okay, but you need to go first.
We need to go first. All right, George, you want to kick this off with your first question?
And we're asking you and I, or we're asking them?
We are asking them.
We're asking Cody and Satori.
And they have to match without doing this and looking. They need to match each other to get a point.
Okay, so listen. On the count of 3, we have to both put them up.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
We're off.
Who is the pickiest when you're traveling about the food destination?
1, 2.
Wait a minute. Who is the pickiest when
It comes to food while traveling.
I don't want to go there. No, we had that yesterday.
Okay. All right. That's easy.
2, 3.
Nice.
100%.
Give a story.
Every single time. Every single time.
Really?
Every single time.
What do you have a choice or decision, or you just indecisive?
No, it's always, this is how it goes. Hop in the car. Hey, Tor, what do you want to eat? I don't care. No, all right. Let's stop at McDonald's or something. Nah, I don't want that. I was like, you just said you don't care. All right, where do you want to go then? If you don't want McDonald's, where would you like to go? I don't know. You pick.
It's like my house. It's the same at my house. I'm always like, it's fine, whatever.
Like, I want a series of things, but he's not picking the right series of things.
No, she already has one place. She has one place in her mind.
And you got to figure it out.
All of them together.
And it never matters anyway because they're always eating your fries off your plate. So,
but he has to genuinely want it. He doesn't just shouldn't just choose it because I want it.
I could eat the side of this cabinet right here and I'd be fine.
I've seen him do it. It's not a pretty sight.
It's a guy thing and it's a girl thing.
I could care less what I eat.
Go ahead. Now, this is kind of unfair because Ken and I are not a couple. We don't travel
By the
together.
strict definition of the term, no.
Right. Well, we're not intimately knowledgeable of each other. In other words, I don't know what Ken's picky about his food. So, anyway, we'll give it our best try, right, Ken?
Okay.
I shared a cabinet with Cody one time. So.
Got a better chance with him. Okay.
Can these questions be paranormal related? Because some of mine are paranormal related.
Whatever.
I don't. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
All right. So for you guys, who's most likely to break into Area 51 to find proof of aliens?
Oh, I know that answer.
All right. So wait. Figure out your answers when you're both ready.
Yeah.
We'll count to 3.
Break in. Okay.
Yeah. Who would most likely break into Area 51 to try to find proof of aliens?
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Oh, that's a. So, do you lose a point for that, or do you cancel out for that?
No, we lose a point for that.
All right.
Yeah.
Y'all are slipping.
I think you use your military clearance that you're always talking about.
I am terrified of jail.
Sweet talk our way into it.
You're not supposed to get caught.
Or get shot, whatever.
That wasn't in the question. I'm sorry. You guys need to be more specific then.
No, if you had asked me, let's break into Area 51, I'd say, are you freaking high?
Yeah.
But it would be like, you've been talking lately about making a getaway and just getting away from Florida. And
yeah.
Area 51, that'd be it. They disappear you'd never, your worries are over, dude.
Well, that's it. I'm still watching The Last of Us. So
that's my point exactly.
There's new shows coming out.
No, I'm not going.
House of Dragons, new season coming. No, I can't go to jail. That's right. Okay.
Miss all your shows.
Ken, your question for Cody and Satori?
Yes. Cody and Satori, who is most likely to get upset if their order comes back to the table wrong at a restaurant?
Rude question. I think we know the answer to this one.
Yeah, right. But we can't match each other, but we got this freaking thing about.
Yeah. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Come on. This is easy. This is easy, and I swear we're not cheating. I swear we're not. This is so easy.
I'm not going to.
Again, I could eat the side of that cabinet and be happy.
I'm not going to talk about that. What's even funnier?
In retrospect, with George's first question, we know that now.
Yeah.
What's even funnier is if Cody's order comes back wrong, I'm like, no, I'm going to say something.
She complains from me, and I don't even give a crap.
I'm not complaining. I'm just want to make sure you're happy.
They forgot your cheese. I'm going to say something.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
So, in other words, if you did get McDonald's.
Yeah.
And you had it in the bag and you got all the way back home.
Yeah.
As my wife there, Satori. And you got all the way back home and they didn't give you the extra chicken McNugget. She would be like,
before.
We need to drive back there
right
now because
you paid for it.
this is bullshit, and I want to speak to your manager. So
Yeah.
I've never asked to
she
speak to
turns
the
Karen.
Total Karen.
Everybody.
I've never asked to speak to the manager. I say I'm going to go ask them and show them the receipt, and then you're like, no, I'll go talk to them.
Okay, if you show them the receipt, they have to talk to the manager to fix it.
It
So
was like
either
just
way,
look in the bag. They've done
Satori, I'm right
that. He
there with
acts
you.
like I go and complain
I'm
when
right
he's the
there
one that
with
does
you,
it. What? If I go and say something's wrong, you're the one to go inside because you won't let me.
because I know you're going to ask to speak to the manager,
Why
and I'm
would I
not.
ever do that?
And you'll be on TikTok.
Do that.
Because
Oh,
you
yeah.
want it
I
right.
know I wouldn't do that.
Tor, you want it correct.
You know I wouldn't.
You
do
want
that.
it correct.
Yes, but I wouldn't speak to a
Aaron,
manager.
take control. My God.
You know, you
All right,
understand
next
a few more television shows. You start complaining to the staff. You're on TMZ.
Like, why would I ever do? I don't like confrontation. So why would I ask to speak to a manager?
All right. You'll complain, but not ask to speak to the manager.
I would never do that. I don't
She's
like
probably like
complaining.
me. This is
Today,
how I
bad
go.
news.
It's
Bad
like,
news in Midtown today, as Ghost Hunters cast goes off on staff.
People say
Satori,
something mean to me and I apologize.
I feel your pain because I'm the type, like, if I don't normally say, but if it's something that's like egregiously wrong, I'll be like, I'm so sorry to ask.
That's what
but
I do.
Can you fix? If not, it's fine. If not, it's fine. But
that's exactly what I do. And he doesn't see that. So he's completely lying for amusement.
Our Monday top story, McDonald's sues Ghost Hunters for defamation.
Right. I feel it because my wife has sent more cold plates back than the Last Supper. She has.
oh God.
Well, at least we're making people laugh.
What are we doing again here?
It's
okay.
Cody and Satori's turn to ask you guys.
To ask
next.
Ken.
All right,
But-
I have a question for us. Here we go.
You guys want a
All right.
score update though?
You want a what update?
Ken and George are getting slaughtered. It's 7. Ken and George to Cody and Satori's 12.
Yeah, but that's just because Cody's manipulating something on his phone. He knows how to hack in, but that's all right.
Oh, okay.
But I'm handwriting, so he can't do that.
Oh, shit.
Infrasound. I like hot food. Thank you, dear. Thank you, honey.
Okay, go ahead, guys.
All right. This is going to be a tough one. And I'm trying to trick you
We'll
up.
be the judge of that. Just ask the question.
All right. Who is more likely to fall asleep during investigation? I would hope you'd both stay awake, so that's why it's going to be tricky trick.
Oh, Cody being sneaky.
Tricky
Well
trick.
done.
Wow.
All right, we're gonna do a countdown. You guys
Take a
want
shot at this? Yep.
The chance, not most likely, the chance. I'll put it that, the chance.
This
All
is
right.
gonna
ready?
be-
Okay, count to three.
This is going to be a shit show, but go ahead.
All right,
1,
3.
2, 3.
Yeah, they got it.
There's a chance. There's never been an occasion, but there's a chance. The only time I ever slept was when it was 27 degrees at Rolling Hills Asylum, and I went out to the van and got on a bunch of coats and just slept because I'd been driving 19 hours. That's it. That's
You would
that's
never
fair.
know
Ken?
with me. You would never know with me anyway because I'm a ninja sleeper. Like I'll go to a place if I'm in a dark room and there's a bed somewhere, I'll just put the recorder down and you'll never know. I'll just kind of like drift off. And then suddenly, come back and it's like just keep on asking the same line of questioning.
That's impressive. My husband has that same skill. I'm very jealous of people like you who can do that.
Ninja sleeper.
Wow.
All right. Question for the paranormal couple from you, George.
Okay. If you had to make a blood agreement that in your passing, whether it's the same time or at a different time, only one of you could put what is on the headstone for both, who would be the one to put the writing on the headstones for both?
Jesus Christ. Take you in a
Now who's getting tricky?
taking you in a dark place here.
Hang on. I'm loving this. I'm loving this.
Where's the Jeopardy theme? When you
Hey,
need
Chris DeCesare. Hi, Chris.
Okay.
How
Can
doing,
you guess
man?
the answer by looking at the screen?
it? Are you
All
guys
right, ready?
I
ready for
can't
the
because
countdown?
it looks like Satori's figuring out how can I kill him.
Yeah. So
So
I'm taking the cue. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, nice.
Or else I'll have to speak to the manager, apparently.
Oh,
Don't touch me. If there's knocking starting, you will be
here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, there's a knocking starting. They're knocking.
You will be the next spirit knocking.
Oh, that's brutal.
And apparently, I'm not picking what's on my tombstone either.
No,
That's brutal.
he did
No,
this. I'm
You
gonna
won't
just
have
write
enough
that.
time.
Okay. Wow.
That's crazy.
That is great.
Wow.
All right, and where are we at now? Is it?
A question for them.
So, wait.
Which-
So are we asking you?
Well, I just asked a question, so they
Yeah,
can
so
ask
it's
They
my
you.
should
turn.
have
You're
one, yeah.
Your turn. Yeah.
Okay.
You come back to us.
So, all right. You find Bigfoot, and you want to show the world that you finally found one. You try to capture proof of the creature when it comes after you and tries to attack. Who would be most likely to survive?
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
Piece of cake.
Okay.
Is it?
1,
Okay.
2, 3.
No,
Oh,
wait.
no.
Look, you may be as tall as a Bigfoot, Ken, but you got a bum knee.
You don't even believe in Bigfoot.
You can't add that in.
That's the premise of the whole thing. Trick question. You don't even believe in Bigfoot.
I do believe in Bigfoot. I just don't think they beam up when they try to disappear.
Hence how we catch them.
Jeez. Oh my
man.
God. All right.
There's just such a disconnect here, you know.
Y'all need to spend more time together.
We'll never get married at this
How
rate.
the hell did we agree on so many things except when we're out in public?
It's terrible.
All right. I got to move past that. Okay. The question for the couple. Which one of you is most likely to text, "I'm on my way," when they haven't even left the house yet?
Ooh, Ken. Oh. Let's go to
All
full
right.
screen for the play-by-play.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
No, okay. So the reason I chose you is because you'll always be like, "I'll be there at this time," or "I've left the house," and you really haven't, and then you end up being like 10, 15 minutes late.
Boom.
Safe driver, right? You know.
So,
Well,
And you-
Satori.
And you, Cody,
Oh,
what's your
no.
justification?
I'd like to hear this. Say what you want to say.
Hang on, Cody, you have a rebuttal.
For safety reasons, we have each other's locations on our iPhones. I know when she leaves the house. If she says she's coming in, sometimes I see how far away she is because it tells you right on the app. It says, "Oh, she's 20 minutes away." And sometimes she says she's 10 minutes away and she's really not. So that means you didn't leave on time.
Actually, I put the right time down when I text people, "We'll be there in 8 minutes," and you're like, "Tell them we'll be there in 4."
That's only happened like once or twice.
Once or 200 times. But we'll take the loss on that one.
Just 1 point. You guys are
That's
killing
right.
him anyway.
I will
Jesus
say
Christ, what's that?
Jeez,
Have our
what
own
was
sound
that
effects.
about?
Did we launch?
I will say that sometimes
That's
I
from her 3
make
days
the
ago. saying
distance
she's
a
on
little
her way.
shorter because I know we can. Sometimes the GPS is
So
wrong,
you say you'll be there before you're actually there.
but I usually am.
Debate one. All right, moving on.
All right, whatever. Apparently, I have a million alarms going off for some
Oh
reason.
I don't know why. All right.
Somebody
Okay, am I?
wants
Are you
that.
Oh, no,
asking?
it's my question.
Where's my card? Okay.
All right, let's see here. All right. Who is more likely to take out a snack during an investigation?
Yeah, I know.
Take out a snack.
He was obviously hungry when he wrote this one.
All right, I'm going to use the Jedi mind trick on you right now. Okay.
Count us down.
3,
2,
1.
1. Ah! Dude, y'all are going the wrong way in the points.
What a freaking horror show.
I swear to God.
My goodness.
How little we know of each other after
Either
all these
that,
years.
or there's another way of looking at this. We're more alike than we think.
That's true too.
There you
That's
go.
true. Yeah.
Now we don't take out snacks in the middle of an EVP session, but when we take a break and we go back to home base, would that be a fair assessment, Ken?
See, I don't allow crunchy snacks while we're in session.
Yeah.
I allow crunchy snacks when we're taking a break.
Crunchy snacks.
If somebody wants to get a Twizzler and stick it down their pie hole, I got no question for that.
Yeah. Cody Satori, I think you should give us the W on that category. We should get the win on that.
We'll give you a win.
Yeah. No, you guys can have it.
No, we don't want your sympathy.
How
points.
generous of you, as we're getting our putts with.
Just sympathy.
You can actually have one of our points if you want.
I was going to say,
we
you have
don't want
plenty of points to donate. I mean, Cody and Satori are at 12. Ken and
this
George at
game.
6.
I want to be able to limp away from this show tonight.
Y'all got trounced.
Yeah.
All
Sorry.
right. I'm really pushing the limit with this next one.
Oh boy.
Really pushing the limit.
Okay.
Hypothetically, which of you two would be the first to walk away from the paranormal?
Oh,
Ooh. Wow.
oh my gosh.
I love these close-ups.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not okay. Wait a minute. I have to think about this. Give me a second here.
Which of you would be the first to walk away from the paranormal?
Okay. All right. All right.
1, 2, 3.
The only reason.
Oh,
Wait, did you do it?
yes, it's a point.
The only reason I say that is because when we first were starting, you wanted to be with me, like date me officially. You actually literally said, you were like, if I have to walk away from the paranormal to not, be, dating on the same team and cause any drama, I would do that.
Oh.
That's so nice.
And I said, you won't do that.
Did you think I would really do that?
I don't think you would, but you said it.
All right. So the reason why I gave this answer, I didn't even think of that. The reason why I gave this answer, I didn't. Do you really think I would have done that?
No. If anything, he would have done it for a day and then be like, actually.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just kidding.
That is such a guy. That is such a guy thing.
The reason why I said this is because no matter what, with the last name that you have, you're not leaving the paranormal at all. No matter if you leave it or not, it's still going to follow you around no matter what.
That
Plus,
is logical.
I can walk away and people would probably forget that I even was in this thing.
Doubt it.
At the time, you were still under, her father has a lot of weapons. So let's just call it for what it is.
Besides himself, yeah.
I'll leave.
And I see Mary's comment saying if she ever had kids, probably at least temporarily, not a chance. Not a chance ever. I would be investigating with the child.
Not a chance what?
If I had kids to walk away from the paranormal temporarily.
Oh.
I don't think I would.
You would just have to institute a whole new level of grounding and clearing is all you'd need to do in that case.
It's like baby harness, like in
May I say something
or
before?
babysitter.
That too.
Yeah.
Easiest one.
We need you guys to give us a chance for redemption. Ken and I don't think we've gotten one right yet so far, maybe one. So we need one more. Before that, I need to make a comment. I've known your father, Jason, for a long time, so I'm comfortable saying this. Screw Jason. With where you guys are in this technique and accomplishment right now, there would be a riot if one of you stepped away at this point in time. There would literally be a paranormal riot occurring.
And I think the great thing about my dad was, he loves Cody. He loves, that we're going and doing something on our own in the field. And like, it's not the same branch. It's kind of going.
Come to Rhode Island, see Cody walk away from the paranormal. We'll be wild.
That's funny.
It glitched.
All right, bring on the last one, guys, for us.
Oh no, we have more.
Oh, fantastic!
Supposed to have 5 apiece, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Is this us?
Yeah.
Which means you guys have to have 10.
Come on, Ken.
Yeah, we do.
All right.
All right, who's up?
Us. You have the ability to talk to the dead. Who would be more likely to nonstop communicate with the dead if given that?
To what?
Nonstop communicate with the dead if you had the ability to do so. I am throwing a bone.
Oh my gosh.
Uno,
you think?
Uno, dos, tres.
There's your one.
Yeah.
That was like giving it to them.
I had it written down from earlier.
Yeah, that was.
I'd be the first person to capture on an audio recorder a hang-up call. Jesus, he won't shut up. No question.
They say the same thing to me sometimes. They're like, "Can you just stop? Give us a break."
That was a layup. That was a layup.
Oh, yeah.
Because I got to step away from time to time.
All right, Ken, it's your turn.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Paranormal couple.
Yeah.
Which one of you is most likely to forget to turn on the recorder during an EVP session?
No. Okay.
Like I'm talking, go through the whole thing for an hour and things are flying around and you say, oh shit.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Nice.
Something tells me this has happened before.
Cody doesn't let me handle the tech.
No, she does not like it. She does not like it.
I do not like it. I know it's useful, but I'm not making the attempt to be in any way techie. I'm just not good with it.
And part of it is my fault because I tasked her to make sure to turn the recorder on when I know she does not like any of the equipment. So
it sounds like Dr. Seuss. I will not use it in the den. I forgot to turn it on again.
I stick to the spiritual stuff. Hand me a recorder and I look like a little kid that's like, I don't know how to work anything. So
remember before I met Satori, Ken, I used to have like 3 recorders going at the same time.
Oh, hell yeah.
I used to have like a whole setup that where they were all attached to each other.
Yeah, you had this like satellite looking thing.
Yeah. I could hear transmissions from space.
I think we did from time to time. All right, let's make up some ground here.
All right. Are we still going? With
I think it's my turn to ask.
Is it your turn to ask?
Yeah. All right. We know how this might cause some tension.
I didn't make it.
All right, ready?
I love you, Ken.
Here we go. We all know how television can work sometimes. Sometimes when you're put on a TV show, sometimes you have no control over what's going on, right? We've all heard horror stories like that.
Yeah.
Which one of you, if offered a role on a TV show, would take the chance and jump on it first?
I know the answer to this.
Do you?
Do you is the question.
Do you know?
Do you know?
Just grab popcorn.
See?
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just sit back and watch.
3, 2, 1.
All right. All right.
Well, it's kind of a cheat, only in the sense that I've talked about this on the show, and I said I would do anything to get on a paranormal show so that the opportunity would then present itself to go to these conferences and then tell people the difference between entertainment and actual paranormal investigating.
Mm-hmm.
I would actually have that.
Wait a minute. I have your NDA here. On page 17, it clearly states subset 5.
Hypothetically.
2.
Pretty much. So you guys know each other better than you think you do, I guess, huh?
God, we've been doing this now.
I've had my toe
7 years
in these waters. Cody knows. Cody and I have had our toes in this waters, and it didn't turn out well.
No.
We
never really pushed for it either. It just kind of fell in our lap.
I have literally had an idea for a paranormal show that suddenly appeared someplace else, and I've also been recast on a very well-known paranormal show.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
it was supposed to be
never turned out well.
Too much.
But I'm going to be cast as the Gorton's fisherman at some point.
Perfect.
Like a yellow slicker.
Yes.
Wait, in St. Augustine, when we were walking with you, Aaron,
this came up in conversation.
Did we make a comment about how Cody said something about how Ken could be
the Gordon's fisherman?
God damn it.
Yep. Yep.
It was Cody. It wasn't me.
We were at the
we were in historic downtown.
Yeah, walking by St. Augustine Seafood Company, I think, or something. And I don't even remember how that came up. And you said it, and I was like, oh.
I think I said something like, wow, Ken would be a good spokesperson for them. I can imagine the yellow hat.
Yep.
Come to my house for dinner again. Frozen fish sticks for both of you.
Oh,
now I'll have the theme song to that stuck in my head the rest of the night. So thank you very much for that.
Yep. No, I don't like
it's
seafood.
the Gordon fisherman.
Yep.
You know what? I'll take it.
Why not? Claim to fame.
He seems like a good guy.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Actually, Satori, I want the funny guy that does the witchcraft videos, the witchcraft. He looks like Ken probably looked in his 20s and 30s. Like watch him again, and I'm like, oh, that's so Ken.
I could kind of see. I just love how we send each other those videos just randomly at like.
I love it. 3 in the morning. Witchcraft.
I don't even know what the guy looks like.
I'll show you after.
He looks like a young Ken DaCosta.
We've seen pictures of young Ken DaCosta.
We have.
Does he look like it?
I'm looking at chat to see who's disparaging me right now.
Actually, he doesn't.
Did they have cameras back then?
They did. It was a rock drawing.
There you go.
Ken definitely looked very 70s.
He was definitely very 70s.
Yeah. That's a lot of life here, buddy.
The bell bottoms and the platform shoes and all that.
Adam.
Love it.
Do we have time for one more for Cody and Satori, or?
I got 2 more for them actually.
Oh, okay. But then we'll get through these. This weekend, an event at the Conjuring House. Somebody comes in with their YouTube channel and wants to start screaming about demons and being attacked. Which of the 2 of you is the first to speak up?
Layup.
Oh boy.
Another layup. Another layup. I've seen this. Go ahead. Get them up. Why prolong this? Yeah.
No doubt about that.
What has happened? What did I miss?
No,
I was there one night, and then somebody on the property, and you look at the outside cameras. Here's Cody, and here's Satori.
Yep.
Making their way up. Excuse me. You're not supposed to be here. And I'm like, oh, damn.
I don't like liars. I don't like people that break the rules. I don't like people that say everything's demons for publicity. I am my father's daughter. I am my father's daughter. And if there is something that I know is wrong, and the majority of people would know is wrong, I'm going to let them know that it is wrong. That's just,
I support that, Satori.
Because the majority of people are wrong.
If you treat others meanly or you do something wrong, then I'm going to say it.
Well, when you have a bunch of people in that house and they know that it's hard, people are crazy. They do dumb shit. They also don't realize how much fun it is for the people inside the house to sneak around and try to scare them too. So
yeah, if somebody is saying everything's a demon, I know that Abigail Arnold is standing in the corner going, this is a complete, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
So I know that.
All right,
we got about 5 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that.
Okay, so real quick, who is most likely to get themselves possessed? Let's stay on the topic.
To get themselves possessed?
Yes.
Oh boy.
That's another layup. 3, 2, 1.
Wow.
Risk is part of the game. And I've had to deal with oppressions in the past. So, yeah, it's there.
All
right,
Ken, all right, who's up here so we can go? For me?
Yep.
Which one of you is most likely to name your firstborn child after a fictional character? Like, Elvis DesBiens. Well, he's not fictional, but like Darth DesBiens or Luke Skywalker DesBiens.
Grogu.
Oh, that was.
And I have an answer, and I have a reason for that, and I can say it really quick.
Barney Rubble DesBiens.
No, I'm good. I got mine. Ready, set, 1, 2, 3.
How? Cody, you have told
me the finger is
again that you call everything Scooby. You have called everything Scooby, as in Scooby Doo. Okay, but I know for a fact that if you were given the opportunity, Scooby. For no reason at all, just because you want to name
Scooby.
Scooby.
I named the fish Scooby.
Cody, you've looked at people and just go, they look like a Scooby. And I'm like, that makes no sense.
Tor, you're into all these rock crystals and herbs and all this stuff. I could absolutely see you naming the kid after an herb or something.
Labradorite. That would be her first child's name.
Labs.
Or some mythical creature.
Amethyst DesBiens.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I would do something with a little charm, but you'd be like Scooby.
And you would think.
All right,
all
next
right,
question. Next
All
question.
right, next question. You got one coming to us.
All right, Cody, you have to go. It's your question.
It's my turn.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Who would be most open-minded when approaching new paranormal activity or strange spiritual communication?
So, who's more open-minded, paranormal-wise, I suppose?
Okay. Let's get this over with.
1, 2, 3.
Ah.
Nice. And what's funny is we didn't think that at first.
In the home stretch, we're killing
I'm sorry, Ken. Did you play for the Yankees? Because you're hitting it out of the park.
Oh, that's great.
Knock it out of
Is that the last one?
I had one more.
We can. Let's tell you what we do. We can continue on here, but Bill has to end us on the KGRA side. Those of you that are watching on KGRA can switch over to the Full Spectrum channel, and we'll close out these questions on Paranormal Game Show night. Thanks, guys, for watching us. Hit that subscribe button, thumbs up, and a reminder bell. But we'll continue here on the YouTube page.
Yeah, this is the 11 million point bonus question coming.
Right. And Bill, thank you very much. Appreciate it as always, buddy. And he's gone.
Thanks,
okay.
Bill.
Stay
Bye,
with
Bill.
us. Bye, Bill.
All right. Go ahead with the question.
Okay. No, actually, you were supposed to have one, right?
No, I didn't have another one. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Real simple. Who's most likely to lock themselves inside of a room?
I'm scared to answer this one. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, really? Okay.
Nice.
And I knew you answered you too.
Hmm?
I said I knew you were going to answer yourself.
Why?
I just knew.
Well, let me clarify. It's too late now, but I kind of meant accidentally.
Oh.
I'm not talking about I'm locking myself in this room to challenge Zozo and.
No, you can't change your answer now.
It's too late now.
All right, me. Why'd you say?
Because you might find yourself accidentally locked in a room later.
Oh God, I know which room I wouldn't want to be locked in that house.
Which one of you is more likely to, when I walk into a room, I hear, "Little help here"? That's kind of what I'm talking about. But anyway.
Oh God.
Some experiences. So yeah, and you guys again have an event this weekend at the Conjuring House, correct?
Yes.
Well, yeah. So
we got
this
Friday.
coming Friday.
These guys are there forever.
Yeah, this coming Friday we have an event.
How long are you house sitting for? You guys going to be there?
We are officially house sitting until Thursday, and then our good friend Reed takes over, and we're going to be at an
stay
event with
around
Ken
because we're going to be at the event with Ken.
I have an improper question.
Yes.
But I'm sorry, but it has to be asked. When you guys cuddle up to go to sleep, does the knocking happen?
I was looking for yes or no.
If we're just hanging out or sitting down and
just answer the question.
Yeah. If we're just sitting down and if there's somebody around.
Answer the question.
It's true. So look, tonight you guys go to bed. You're in one of the most infamously haunted locations in the country, most notorious without question in the country. And at one point in time in the night, Cody rolls from his back and then puts his arm on the shoulder of Satori. Does the knocking start?
So yes, in the employee quarters, there's a heavy wall up. Even the spirits acknowledge that, so it's almost like having our own space over here. But if we were to go to the main part of the house, and if we were to stay the night, yeah, most likely.
It's happened one time where they've knocked on the birthing room wall.
We've had the other side of the boarding room. There's been knocking, and we've been like, "Do you need something?"
So we walk over there.
So we have to walk over there because they can't talk to us from in here. So we go out there, and they'll talk to us if they need something.
All right, kind of begs the question then, because I never got into that type of thing, but on any level, Jesus, just holding hands or something like that. Do you have to set your guardrails and parameters without? I know you, Satori. You'd never say, you do it in a very kind way, but it's just kind of like, it's like not today. Not right now.
Well,
and do they respect that?
Yeah. Well, to start off with here, the ground rules have already kind of been placed here, and we just kind of enforce those ground rules.
Unless there's an emergency, sometimes they'll let us know if somebody's on the property or something like
which
that,
has happened.
Or if something's something fell over or something, they'll let us
know. A spiritual Ring doorbell.
What? They'll be like, there's some guy outside, you need to go, and things like that, which is helpful for us if we don't catch it.
I'll say.
But yeah, we put sometimes if we're out in public and somebody comes through, we'll be like, thank you, but we kind of needed to have this space or time, or we can't really go about doing this right now in this way.
Or we just don't hold hands.
Because we'll feel bad if we have to say no.
Here's another question for you. Have you ever sat on your dad's boat on water and had that happen?
Here, I'll put it not on a boat, but I'll put it in perspective. We've stood in a lake and it has worked.
We've been on an airplane.
We've been on an airplane and it has worked. I don't know if the speed is so fast that it's almost like standing on a platform, or if they can interact with our environment with us. It's worked on an airplane. It does not work in a car. So I think maybe something that has to do with speed can also be manipulated.
If the car stopped.
If the car is stopped, it'll work in a car. So
Mm.
you see what I'm saying? Over a certain mile per hour, it might work. I'm not sure.
But it happens on an airplane.
Yeah, so
It
if it's
happened on an
going
airplane,
fast
yeah.
enough, it might work. But in a car that's moving at like 60 miles an hour, it won't. You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't know that for fact, though. We're just hypothetically
Interesting.
guessing.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
The
Bizarre.
one question, I think I mentioned it to Aaron, but the one
Bizarre.
question when you guys came visiting in St. Augustine, I wanted to ask if you've asked this already, and if not, why haven't you asked this already? What is happening? This sound, whether it's on concrete, whether it's in the water, whether it's on a plane, whether it's on wood, that it's happening. Is it in your mind visually somebody stomping their foot to communicate? Is it vocal? Is it energy? Is it a piercing of the veil? Have you gotten definitive answers to what is creating this anomaly?
When we communicate, I say, can you stomp your feet or hit something or make any sound you know how to do? So really, we haven't asked exactly what's going on, but we've heard them walk into rooms, though.
For some reason, I think we have asked, and I think we never got a straight answer because, it was hard for them to explain what was going on. I mean, most of the time when we're at a new location, and Ken's seen this multiple times now, they ask the question to us, how is this possible? And they don't even really know, what the heck's going on, because it's the first time they're experiencing it.
But we can always
in my mind, what I visualize in my head is when you ask, for them to walk over or whatever, they might be walking over, but I don't, and it sounds like they are, but it doesn't at the same time. And I think whatever action they're doing is causing some reaction in our environment that's creating this noise.
Because in some ways it sounds like a footstep, and in some ways it might sound like a bouncy ball at some points, and then sometimes it might sound like two rocks hitting each other. So really, it changes, and it makes me wonder if maybe it's a reaction to the barrier they're hitting.
Yeah, or whatever it is.
Like,
I mean, we've had a lot of conversations with Zaphis about this, and Tim Shaw up in New York. He was, born into the whole spiritualism religion, and he, has heard this sound, and he says it's the same sound. Like when the spiritualists would hold their seances, and I mean, he wasn't around for the Fox sisters, obviously, but he says there's like this tinny sound to it that you can't really explain and you can't really create. Like, we've tried recreating the sounds by hitting the floor, and it takes a lot of force to get the same amount of volume, but it just doesn't sound exactly the same.
The St. Augustine jail is a prime example of that, because Ken and I were talking about this. Like, when you knock on a concrete wall with your knuckle, you can't make that much noise. And when we were in that cell, it was loud. And you can't do that with your feet, it didn't sound. It's a much louder sound than a human can make knocking on concrete.
I don't know if it's so much knocking on a veil. I think that it's just a familiar sound, because if you're going to make a sound and you ran through everything you could do, would it be a scream? It would be nice if it was a voice. That'd be awesome. But if they're not capable of doing that, the most elementary sound is a knock.
Yeah, but you and I talked about this, Ken.
Right. Elementary sound is a knock, because we have asked on investigations we've been on, if somebody, whoever the person is, could you stand there and let us take your picture? One knock, yes. Could you stand there? And then you hear, and we say, okay, did you let us take your picture? Yes. And of course, we don't get a picture. We've said, could you speak into this device and let us hear your voice? And then, okay, 3, 2, 1, go. And And then afterwards, did you try? Did you speak? Yes. And we
so
get
maybe
nothing.
it's like pushing that energy is making that noise. So maybe they know how to push the energy just right.
That's what I'm thinking. And it results because it's not so much knocking on the ether, because there are vibrations beneath our feet. I've been there. I stood right next to them, and you can feel the vibrations. And I want to say it's usually in the floor, but I haven't been with them every second of the day. Maybe sometimes it sounds like the ceiling, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Ken, as lead investigator for Rise Up and working closely with these two talented young people, is there thoughts, discussions, plans, or even considerations with certain people in the field that are reputable and that are on the cutting edge to bring forth different electronic ways of diagnosing this? Perhaps frequencies. Where is this on a spectrum of sound? Audio. Where is this on a spectrum of sound? Are these things that you guys might want to venture towards in the future? Since at best the answers you're getting so far are ambiguous.
Yeah, there are two things that I would like to invest in. There's not a lot out there I want to buy, because it's the same motherboard. The devices just are packaged differently, but it's the same motherboard. But I would like to get data loggers that can take care of things like, you can put them out remotely, and through Wi-Fi, you get the readout on your laptop, where it'll give you temperature, barometric pressure, ambient temperature, magnetic fields, and you can do that remotely. You don't have to be in a room, because every time the more people go in a room or in a space, the more you kind of disrupt or affect that environment. So that's one of the things that I would like to do.
Satori, what are you staring at?
Oh, I was just making sure there wasn't anybody coming onto the property.
Oh, okay.
I have a question too. I'm wondering, we were talking about the different sounds, and I think you make a valid point. It may be irrelevant to what you're standing on or standing in or whatever. I'm curious to see from an energetic standpoint, like humans, we all have different signatures, different voices, could those sounds coming through be the individual signature of an individual spirit? Like, does Abigail Arnold always have the same sort of sound when she communicates with you versus John Arnold, who may have a different sound? And are they consistent each time you're speaking with those spirits?
It's consistent every time, to the point where if we hear Abigail walk into the room, we don't even have to ask her. We're like, we know it's you, because it sounds like almost like it's a lighter tap. It's a loud, but it's lighter than John.
It's a different decibel level, and it's also a different cadence.
It almost sounds like elegant heel-toe shoes sometimes too.
I was getting like dainty almost.
Yeah, like a dainty. Yeah, kind of like. But then you hear her knock loud, and you're like, this woman could put you in your place. Like that.
Right.
That's her.
Yeah.
And then John is he sounds like heavy, like he's dominant, like some sort of. But he's very nice.
But then there's other times, like if you put 5 spirits and didn't tell us their names and all of them knocked, I don't think I would be able to.
I might get 1 or 2, but
I don't know if I would be able to pick them apart.
Sure. I just find that interesting.
But the ultimate goal, I would think, for Cody and Satori's, with this work, is to be able to take it to that next step, where the next year, 5 years, 10 years, however long you guys do this, that it's not going up and down the alphabet, that there is some sort of a companion technique or piece of equipment that will help progress this. And it's not one of those situations where, Ken and I could hold hands and create this scenario. It is unique, specifically to Cody and Satori. Yeah. So I'm thinking at this point, there's got to be that eagerness to expand and expound upon what it is that you guys are discovering.
I'm not sure. The reaction that we get when we hold hands, we may or may not be the only living people that are able to do that, right? But what we've kind of been working with now is trying to get people to pay attention to this side of things and start looking inside of themselves and the people that they work with in this, whenever you go out and investigate, usually you have a partner or something like that you usually go out with. You've already created a bond with that person. You may be able to do something similar. You might not get the same reaction that we get. You might be able to do something else.
Hear things, see things, smell things, like maybe
and
you could...
we did an event a couple weeks back, and it was one of the most favorite things that we've done is there was no technology involved at all. They just went back and did old school techniques of scrying and all spiritualist movement stuff, pendulums and
like
out of body, out of body remote viewing things and things like that. And people who went into that event not thinking that they had any of these metaphysical abilities or whatever you want to call it, walked out of that event wanting to continue to try doing whatever they had success doing.
And also, if you think about it, that kind of really makes sense if there's a different reaction. For example, Ken doesn't even know when he's doing this, but he's somehow projecting his thoughts to the point where the spirits are saying, Ken's talking about so-and-so. He's not talking about it. How did they hear Ken like he's talking, but he never said anything in the
mind blowing
thinking it?
And that's only happened to Ken.
So maybe Ken is able to project thoughts that sound like he's talking to spirits.
I don't know if that's because of like a bond with you guys, a different type of bond with you guys. I don't know. I mean, I don't
well, look at it this way. If we operate under the premise that everyone is able to connect with spirit on some level, I feel that. I think we all have the ability to connect, but we all connect differently. We all get our information differently. So with Ken, that almost seems like, I find that fascinating when that started happening, because it's almost like proof that collective consciousness is real.
George,
well, it's always happened kind of by accident. We're not like, let me think about something. It's just been on whatever, 4 occasions, 3 occasions, whatever.
Right.
But there's never been a conscious effort.
Right, no big deal.
Yeah, tell me what I'm thinking about. It just all of a sudden just comes. It just happens.
Last question I have for Cody and Satori with these dialogues that you wind up having. Do you, and Cody, you and I talked about aphantasia, which is there's certain people, I think there's 1 in every 80 people, so it's more common than I expected, who have no imagination, and that's not a pun. They simply cannot create images in their head except for memories. That's all they can do, but they can't create. But as you guys do this, do you get images in your mind of these spirits that match up?
Maybe sometimes.
I don't think I have.
I don't. I think it would be no different than anybody else that would kind of make an educated guess from what they're experiencing. For us, honestly, to be quite honest with you, it's hard for me I'm kind of that way. I cannot, if Cody tells me a scenario or to imagine something, I tell him every time, I cannot make an image in my head. I have to see it. Like it's
really.
So I can't.
Do you have aphantasia? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Like if Cody was like, "Can you see this like this?" I'm like, I can't imagine that. Like.
Do you dream? Do you have dreams?
I have dreams, but they're always weird. Like I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a dream that hasn't been like really cryptic or like something that's based off of something I've seen before, I guess you could say. One time I was on a cruise and all that, and then a couple weeks later I had this weird cryptic dream where I was on a cruise ship, but I was looking at a sky full of seagulls, like they were covering the sun. But it's like those are all things I've seen before. And so it's like it's not like it's anything I haven't
having
seen.
Flashbacks to that school play.
Well, you also have the theory that like when you dream, you every day you download in your brain so many multiples of things, and there's the theory that potentially a dream is basically like your brain doing like a cache clear out, and so that's why things are so weird, because it's duplicates of the stuff you've already seen and it just runs together.
But there was one dream I had where I was in the past, and I told you about that.
Yeah.
So, but I couldn't have made that up with my brain unless I just created off of things I've heard before. I don't know. So I don't know.
Genetic memory, genetic memory is a possibility.
I think it'd be easier to get an image that was real and more contemporary people, because our minds are already, pretty much what we think of people from the 1800s, what they looked like, how they dressed. That's already been ingrained in us.
Oh yeah.
Like, guess what Abigail looks like,
Yeah, with history books and paintings, and it's like, I imagine, like if I said, imagine a woman from the 1800s.
Yeah.
You probably, the hat and the pinafore, and probably a little plump, and and that's how you would kind of see it.
Real quick, I want to ask you guys. We know what Abigail Arnold looks like. She's told us. So, what would you imagine Abigail Arnold to look like?
I've been there when you described it, so I disqualify myself.
5'1", puffy shouldered dress, hair up in a bun, and brown hair, brown eyes.
And George, didn't you have some experience one time where you saw yourself or walked through the Conjuring house without? You obviously haven't been here. So that was right on point on what we've gotten.
She told us her hair is up in a bun. She has brown hair, brown eyes, I believe. She's only up to here on me, and I'm about 5'6", so she would be around 5'1", 5'2", I'd say. She wears a dress. She thinks it's weird that women wear pants, so you kind of fit the bill right there. That's exactly what she tells us.
So everybody's different. Everybody's. I mean, you always hear how I know our friend Chip Coffey there. He always says he believes everybody, can be a medium. You know what I mean? Everyone has it within them. And when you listen to that, you think, okay, he's telling me that I can be like Chip Coffey, like I can work the same way. That's the first way you start thinking about that statement.
Yeah.
But in reality, everybody can do it different. We can't do what Chip can do, but we can do something. We can get some answer. Chip can get it a totally different way. Yeah. There's multiple ways to get to the same destination, and everybody is following a different path, it seems like.
Yep.
Let's cut this at this time. I mean, we'll stay here
all night
when we go off air, but we could go all night. And we had a really great time tonight, a lot of fun, and everybody that stayed with us for the extra time, thank you so much.
And we got smoked.
You did. Final score: Cody and Satori 15, George and Ken 10.
Oh wow, that's not too bad.
We made a run.
I want to recall.
You did. You made up like 4 points in the last game or two.
I want to recall. I think there were some points in there that were surreptitious and sneaky.
Yeah.
I don't know.
6 months from now,
I'm clearly cheating, obviously.
Well, yeah. You guys kind of work
together. Aaron, too.
Yeah. Thank you.
My
Aaron.
pleasure.
Wonderful.
Sorry for the dog and the. This was my first time running StreamYard with banners before, so.
Next rematch, we may have to switch the teams up a bit.
Ooh. Now if we make it past 5 points, it'll be a miracle.
We're gonna have to come up with a trophy for this. You realize that, right?
Yeah. I'll come and maybe join you guys on a Thursday sometime. We'll see. Yeah. All right, guys, that does it for us tonight. Thank you so much. Again, hit that subscribe button, the reminder bell, and thumbs up. Most important. It's the most we've ever seen Dawn in the chat. That's wonderful to have her there. Thank you guys so much. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. Stay on camera, guys.
Good night, everyone.